Welcome to the Homesteading for Beginners podcast. This is Mona Weathers, your host, and I am a homesteading coach teaching beginner homesteaders how to start and maintain a healthy homestead that aligns with their goals for self-sufficiency in a way that is sustainable and profitable. If that describes you, then you are in the right place. So let's get started with the topic today. I am so glad you are here. If you are listening on the podcast player, I now have recordings of my episodes on YouTube. So you can go to the Homesteading for Beginners YouTube channel to check it out. You can listen if you'd like. You don't have to go there. But if you do, I really appreciate it if you are watching also to subscribe. Growing my channel is one of my goals this year. So subscribe to my YouTube channel. That would be awesome. So today we're going to be talking about a new product that I have called the Beginner Homesteader Starter Kit. And I'm going to go into what that is all about and why you should consider getting it if you are ready for this homesteading journey, because it's packed with really some good stuff. So I'm going to share that in a minute. Before I do that, I want to celebrate that this is my 100th episode of the Homesteading for Beginners podcast. When I got into podcasting, I told myself I'm going to at least try to get to 100 episodes. And so it's been a little, almost 2 years. August, I think, is when it'll be 2 years. And I have, pretty much weekly, I've missed a few weeks here and there, posted an episode or published an episode. And I'm pretty proud of myself. It has been a labor of love. And I know there's a lot of you out there who have benefited from this podcast. And I can't tell you how thankful I am for you listening and being a part of this growth. I'm just very, very thankful. So 100 episodes, we're over 100,000 downloads. It's like 115,000, I think, at this point. And I'm showing up in rankings, or this podcast is showing up in rankings on Apple Podcasts, which is the one that I usually check the most. And it's just something for me to celebrate. And I just wanted to share that with you. So thank you for listening. Thank you for being a part of this. Okay, so we're going to get into the Beginner Homesteader Starter Kit, which I created with the beginner homesteader in mind, because I know there's a lot of things that are confusing right now for people who are just starting out. Some people are just saying, jump into the life, just do it, just start. And the more and more I actually coach people, the more I realize that it's really bad advice. I am all for jumping into certain parts of homesteading. I'm just not so keen on the idea of people jumping into it too quickly, too fast. Okay. So that's what basically the starter kit is about, is to help prevent you from going at a pace that makes sense for you and your family. And also just setting yourself up right. I really, really want to set people up right so that, like me, we've been homesteading for 21 years. Rebuilding is kind of a hard task, but we have been doing it since we've moved from California to Georgia. But as I'm rebuilding, I'm realizing there's some things that I should have done differently the first time around. And that's what I'm trying to teach you as well. So I want to show you the page for the Beginner Homesteader Starter Kit page. So I'm just going to show it to you just so you have something to look at. And also it's kind of giving me notes about what the starter kit is about. But the starter kit, because, I write these things and sometimes I forget the details because this is a course. So this course is designed to guide you to starting and maintaining a sustainable homestead. That is what I am really passionate about. I want you to have a sustainable life. You want the slow living, but you set yourself up to where you are like doing the opposite of slow living. Okay. You're just rushing around trying to get things done. So that's not sustainable. Okay. So there's a lot of parts to a homesteading life that needs to be, you need to really think about whether it is sustainable or not. And so, if you're ready to start your homesteading journey, but you're just not exactly sure how to begin, this is the starter kit for you. The great thing about this starter kit is I am available for you. Okay. That's why how I put it together so that I am available for you during 60 days. Okay, let me back up and go through what the starter kit has in it. So the beginner starter kit it has 4 parts. Okay, so it has the Homesteading for Beginners workbook. So some you might be one that has purchased a workbook already. I'm just letting you know it's the same workbook. I didn't really update it much for this. There's also the Homesteading for Beginners workshop, which is me walking you through parts of the workbook. But these are the really foundational parts of the workbook, and that's why I walk you through parts of it. And I've broken it into smaller sections. So basically, it's a one workshop, but I made it into like lessons. So you go through each part as you have time for, and or however you want to do it. You could go through the whole thing. It's not a very long workshop. So I think it's about an hour, but I've broken it up into small parts so that you can participate as well. And throughout the workshop, I also have areas for you to respond to me. So you can comment in that section and then I can respond to you. So that's part of the coaching. So if you have a question, so it's a very participatory uh, course, and I am there to answer your questions if you have questions during certain times. But I really wanted you to know that if you purchase this starter kit, that I want you to use this part because it will help you to um, take in the information and to get feedback. Feedback is really important, and to know whether you could just have a simple question like, how do I, you know, how do I set up my garden bed in clay soil or something like that? It could be something like that. And if I don't have the answer to your question at any point, I always will reach out and give you the best information I can because I've been doing this for a while. So I've done a lot of research and I've met a lot of good people in the areas that I am not familiar with. Okay. With this podcast being one area that I have been able to meet a lot of other homesteaders. So, and the next part of the kit is the homesteading planner. And this is just a basic planner. There are some specific things that will help you, especially the income and savings portion. You want to be able to track those things. I have a lot of neat little things in this planner. As of right now, it's 2024. So it does have a 2024 calendar that you can use in there as well. And when it's 2025, if I'm still doing, offering this starter kit, it will have an updated calendar as well. So if you're listening to this in the future and if it's still available, it will be updated. Um, and then you have 60-day access to me for coaching. So on the website where the course is hosted, there is a little chat feature at the bottom. That is a direct line to me. You can ask questions there. You can email me, or you can join the Facebook group that I started for this beginner's homesteaders starter kit. Right now, there's not very many people taking advantage of the Facebook group. I'll just tell you that. But if you're not interested in that, that's fine. But it's there if you want to, and I can help you in there as well. So those are the ways that you can have access for 60 days, like full access. Like the Facebook group, you can be in there forever, but it's just like if you want direct access to, not full access, direct access to me, like being able to ask me questions and not feel like you're bothering me or anything, because you're not anyway. But I know how it feels when you like, should I reach out to them? Should I ask them this question? Well, this is like your way of, you purchasing the starter kit is the way I'm saying, yes, you can reach out to me. Yes, I will answer your questions anyway, if you have them. Okay. So this kit has, it's not very huge. And also the price point reflects that. It's not a huge kit, but it is a good way to get started and to put you on the right path. So here's some questions you can ask yourself if this kit is right for you, that you can answer for yourself. I mean, to find out if this kit is right for you. If you are a homestead dreamer and you want to start planning for your future now, this kit is right for you. Okay. So if you're a dreamer, you don't have one lick of property, you're in a city or whatever, um, this kit is right for you because planning can start before you have anything like that. And your homesteading journey can start with your skill building. And that is what I want you to do with this workbook. I want this, this kit is I want you to start using what you have now and having that mindset of, I will do the best I can with what I have. It will take you far. It will take you 21 years later. I'm homesteading and I'm still thinking that way. I will work with what I have. So if you're a dreamer, please get the starter kit. If you are a beginner homesteader and you just don't know where to get started, so if you are just like you're in the beginning stages, you've purchased the property, you have maybe some chickens, but you don't know where to go from there. Like you don't know what else to do. This starter kit will help you as well. It will help you guide you through the first steps there, steps of your journey. Okay. The first initial steps. If you've been homesteading for a few years and you feel like you are entering burnout. Okay. So what I do in this starter kit is I help you to decide what you want. And that is super important because if you are just doing it because it's what you think homesteaders should be doing, that's the wrong motivation. You need to be designing the life that you want. So this starter kit will help you with that. And another way is if you have no one to help you plan out your journey and you need a mentor. That's what I'm here for. I'm a mentor, I'm a coach. Okay. So if you need someone to help you through the planning stages, the planning process, um, then I'm here. I love planning actually, and I love it when I can help other people plan. So you're doing me, like you're helping me fulfill what I feel like I'm here for is to help you plan. And um support is a huge thing. And one of the first steps that if you have the homesteading for beginners checklist, you see on there that I say community, find your community first. Find your community first. So if you have, a local community, a local homesteaders, find them, or online homesteaders, find them because that is what's going to help you to continue on this journey. And I can be the first step for that. So I can be part of your community in the beginning. I can be the mentor that you need. You know, when I was homesteading, when I started homesteading, I had a few mentors in different areas, but as far as all homesteading, I didn't have any mentors for homesteading. And there was things I wish somebody had been there to say, you know what, maybe you should slow down. We were all doing it at the same time. We were all like kind of getting into it. We had our community, we're all new to it, kind of, and so we were all kind of feeding off of each other. But if we had had somebody there say, hey, maybe slow down a bit, maybe, do this, don't forget that you have to have time for these things that you're adding to your homestead. I might have listened, I might have not. I certainly think I'd hope to be open to that kind of instruction, but who knows? I don't know. But anyway, if you're listening to this and you're like, yes, I'm open to that, then the starter kit's for you because I will be there to help you. Okay. And then if you want to make sure that you're setting yourself up in a way that is healthy and sustainable, this is the starter kit for you because, like I've mentioned many times, homesteading should be a healthier option. And it shouldn't be something that you are wondering why you even started. So if you want it to be healthy and sustainable, there's just some things that you need to consider uh, as you're moving forward with your journey. Like don't go into it thinking that it's all just going to fall together. I mean, there's a chance it could, but a lot of times that doesn't happen. So planning is actually the thing that will keep you focused on the right things instead of getting sidetracked by other things, okay? The starter kit is, you can see the pricing on there, but I'm offering a discount until if you're listening to this is only until June uh 30th, 2024. This discount is 35% off, and all you have to do is follow the link in the show notes and use the code Homestead Start, just one word like together, Homestead Start, and you'll get 35% off of the price. And this expires on June 30th, as I said before. So I really encourage you to check out the homepage, which is it's on my Homestead Income Plan website. So if that make it, that I have two websites, healthyhomesteading.com and Homestead Income Plan. But Homestead Income Plan is where my courses are. So the website address for this course is homesteadincomplan.com/homestead start, which is also the code. Homestead Start is the code for the discount as well. So if you have any questions also, I would love to answer them. I have a few testimonials from other students I've had, and I'll read one to you right now. The question here is, what's it like to be coached by Mona? And Leslie from Be Kept, Leslie Martin from Be Kept says, Mona engages with her students and offers them practical exercises to narrow down an idea, a product, and a goal. This is, she's specifically talking about a homestead income thing, I think, on this one. But you will not regret taking a class from Mona and discovering what you're capable of doing through her mentorship and coaching. Thank you, Leslie. If you're listening, thank you for that. And then there's another one from Jason as well. Jason says, Mona has been so great to work with and is so patient, asks lots of questions, and she never makes me feel like they're dumb questions or that I'm asking too much. She's a great listener and always seems to be one step ahead of me during the process. So thank you, Jason, for that. Jason is also a podcaster. I've mentioned his podcast before. It's called Plans and Provisions. And so if you're interested in this kit, those are some experiences some of my students have had. Both of those students are also in my paid Homesteader Academy, which I won't get into that now, but that is a future talk. But if you are interested in starting your homesteading journey and you just want to make sure you're putting yourself down on solid ground, the Beginner Homesteaders Starter Kit is the answer for you. If at any time you have questions, like I said before, please do ask me. And as always, I hope you have a wonderful day. I don't know what time of day it is for you, but I feel like I always have to say that. So if you're listening to it at night, understand, I hope you're having a wonderful evening as well. I don't know when you are listening to this podcast, but anyway, that is my sign off always is I hope you have a wonderful day. It's not a very good catchy one, but I try to make it welcoming, and I hope you know that I mean it from my heart. So I hope you have a wonderful day.